Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. So today I want to share something very exciting with you guys, something that I discovered recently, and I thought, you know what, I am not going to keep this to myself. It's very unfortunate because I actually shot this video last week. I did a first impression and all of that, but then when I was reviewing the video I found out that a lot of the images were blurry because I put the camera on autofocus, and unfortunately autofocus was not behaving that day, so I have to like reshoot it. So I'm not going to be doing a first impression. What am I talking about? Is the it's the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I'm going to give you guys my impression about it. I think it's a very good everyday foundation, but I'm not going to jump the review. I'm going to take it easy and we are going to start from the beginning. Like I said, it's not a first impression, so I will just put on the foundation and I'll tell you guys what I have found out about the cons and the pros of this foundation. All the things that I picked up. This Maybelline Matte Instant Pore Eraser Lightweight Primer. I also love this primer. It's really good. I think it was about $5.99. That's £6. And then, so where's the foundation now? Where did I put it? And this is what the foundation look like. Although the ones I've been seeing on the ones I've been seeing people review does not look like this, but I think here in the UK this is the type that we have. In the US I think they have the ones that come in a bottle and all of that, but in the UK here this is the one we have. This retails for £6.99. That's about £7. I also got this powder. The first time I tried the powder, I used it as a finishing powder. I got it in the shade N26 and the 350. I got in the shade 350 Caramel. But you know, I think that I need to go like a shade darker because the first time I used the powder is actually really nice and it keeps you matte, but unfortunately it's too white for my skin. And also for this foundation, I got the foundation in the color 360 Mocha. First and foremost, we're going to start with the primer. So one thing that I do with this foundation, because I'm telling you with this this finishing powder, honestly this powder is really matte. What I do, because I tend to get really oily around here, my nose and just this area, what I do is I dab the powder just on my nose and around my T-zone, not really, just around my nose, because I get really oily just around my nose here. I get really dry around here. The first time I used it like all over, and oh my god, I was so dry all around this side. So what I've decided to do now is just use it around my nose area and then apply the foundation on top, and it works magic. So now we are going to go ahead and apply the foundation, and we're going to be using the beauty blender to blend it in. So this foundation is a light to medium coverage foundation. Like, you can build it to, you know, full coverage, but I fear that, you know, if you apply too much, you might end up getting cakey and all of that. So it's basically a medium coverage foundation. If you've got spots that you need to hide, I would totally recommend that, you know, you get a concealer and then apply the concealer on the spots that you need to hide, and then put the foundation on top, because the foundation alone is not going to hide all of those dark spots. I don't know if you guys can see, but I definitely have some dark bits picking up, you know, from where I've got pigmentation on my face. But it's not a bad foundation, it's actually okay. Just get your concealer and conceal all the odd bits and bumps. And as you guys can see, it's a great shade. It's a perfect shade for me. So now I'm going to go off camera and do all the usual bits that I usually do with my makeup, you know, highlight under my eyes and all of that, and I'll be back with the finished product, and then I'll tell you guys what I really think about this foundation. I used it on Thursday and I used it on Sunday, so I already have my impression of this foundation. So yeah, this is the finished look, guys. This is what it looks like. And like I said, I've used this foundation twice already, so I will tell you guys what I think about this foundation first. Like I said already, it's a medium coverage, light to medium coverage foundation. It's very lightweight. The color is beautiful. Like when you apply it initially, it blends very well, very flawlessly, and the color is beautiful if you get your shade in it. And Maybelline actually came out with like 6 darker shades, so I believe that, you know, you can find your shade, whatever your shade is. And even if you're darker than I am, you can find your shade in it. So it's actually a very so that's laudable. I mean, I have to give Maybelline thumbs up, you know, for taking care of us darker skinned people. And yeah, so like I said, it blends in flawlessly. The color is beautiful. One thing about this foundation though is that you're definitely going to need to touch up your foundation, you know, so it doesn't last the whole day. Like the last time I used it, I noticed that by the next 3 or 4 hours you would need the foundation to start separating, and you may need to like apply powder and all of that, you know, to get it looking okay again. So it's not very long lasting, but then it's okay. It's still good for, you know, a drugstore foundation. And this foundation is very matte. Like I told you guys, I went out in the morning and I came back in the evening and my face is still matte as ever. So if you're dry, do not go near this foundation. It's a very matte foundation. I love it. It's beautiful. It's nice for oily skin. It's great for that day-to-day. If you're looking for that day-to-day foundation, sorry, the light is messing up with my camera, but so if you're looking for that everyday foundation that will not break the bank, you know, that you can use anyhow, I just want to get to the market and the foundation, this foundation is definitely the foundation for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.